Hi, welcome to our math channel. In this video, we're gonna learn about the concept of proportion. Now let's take this problem. Ivy has to buy new notebooks for the next quarter. If 6 notebooks cost around 330 pesos, how much will 11 notebooks cost? So let's recall or write down first the given facts based on this problem. We have 6 notebooks which cost around 330 pesos or 6 to 330 if we're going to write this one in ratio form using the colon symbol. So we have again the number of notebooks compared to the number of price of notebooks. Then we have 11 notebooks to the unknown price of 11 notebooks. So the question here is asking how much will 11 notebooks cost. So we have number of notebooks to price of notebooks. So the problem involves two ratios which can be expressed in column form. So we have 330 as we have 6 to 330, or as we can write this one in fraction form. So 6 is to 330, we can write this one in fraction form. So yeah, let us write this one to fraction form. So we have 6 notebooks over 330 pesos. Okay, same as 11 notebooks over n, or the unknown price of 11 notebooks. So let's put them together. We have 6 over 330 pesos is equal to 11 over n. Now we have 6 over 330 is equal to 11 over n. We write them because they are both equal ratio. And then to find the unknown number or the value of n, all we have to do is use the cross product, in which we have to multiply them using the cross product. We have 6 times n. 6 times n is equal to 11 times 330. 11 times 330 is 3,630. So we have this one, 6 times n is equal to 3,630. Now to find the value of n, all we have to do, let's multiply them. Again, 6 times n is 6n is equal to 3,630. Now to find the value of n, divide both sides by 6. So 6n divided by 6. Also 3,630 divided by 6. Okay, we have to cancel this one, so the remaining will be n, and 3,630 is equal to 605. So therefore the cost of 11 notebooks is 605 pesos. So we were able to find the answer using the cross product. Okay, now let's take this proportion. So we have 2/4 or 2 over 4 is equal to 6/12. So take note, a proportion results when one ratio is equal to another. So in this proportion, again, we call this one as proportion. They are proportion. In a proportion, there are about 4 terms. We call them as 4 terms. Okay, so this would be the 2 will be the first term. 4 here is the second term. And 6 will be the third term. And 12 is the fourth term. Okay, again, always remember in a proportion, there are about 4 terms. First, second, third, and fourth term. So again, the proportion, we can write this one also in ratio form. Again, let's write down this one in ratio form. So we have 2 to 4 is equal to 6 to 12. Again, this one is the first term, the second term, third term, and the fourth term. By the way, the first and the fourth term, we call them as extremes. Always remember, the first and the last term or the fourth term are what we call the extremes, while the second and the third term are what we call the means. Again, the second and the third terms are what we call the means. Okay, now, how will we know if two ratios are equal? Or should I say, how will we know if two ratios are proportion? Okay, we will know, or we can identify if two ratios are equal by using the cross product. So let's say, for example, 2/4 is equal to 6/12. Let's use the cross product if they are the same, if they are proportions. So let's say, for example, 2 times 12. 2 times 12 is 24. 4 times 6 is 24. As you can see, their cross products are equal. So meaning to say, 2/4 and 6/12 are proportion. So always remember, two ratios are proportion if the product of the extremes and the product of the means are equal. Again, let's write down them in ratio form. So 2/4 is equal to 6/12. Again, let's multiply first the extreme. 2 times 12. So 2 times 12 is 24. Take note, the product of the extremes is 24. Now, let's multiply also the means. 4 times 6 is also 24. As you can see, the product of the extremes and the products of the means are equal. So again, if the products of the means and the product of the extremes are equal, then we can say that these two ratios are proportion. What if there is a missing term in a proportion? How will we find the missing term in a proportion? Okay, let's say, for example, 2/4 is equal to n, or the unknown term, n to 12. To find the value of n, or the missing term, you multiply, or we can use the cross product actually. So let's change them or write them in fraction. So we have 2/4 is equal to n over 12. So let's use the cross product. Okay, let's use the cross product. 2 times 12. 2 times 12 is equal to n times 4. n times 4. Now, let's multiply them. 2 times 12 is 24. Is equal to n times 4 is 4n. Now, to find the value of n, divide both sides by 4. Okay, let's cancel here 4. So the remaining here is n. Now let's divide 24 divided by 4 is 6. So the missing term is 6. So the value here of n is 6. We have 2 to 4 is equal to 6 to 12. So again, you can write them in fraction form to find the missing term using the cross product. Okay, let's take another example, finding the missing term. Let's say we have n to 6 is equal to 24. To 12. Again, we have n to 6 is equal to 24 to 12. We have to find the value of n using the cross product. So let's write them in fraction form. We have n over 6 is equal to 24 over 12. So let's use the cross product. Okay, we have n times 12. So n times 12 is equal to 24 times 6. 24 times 6. So we have 12 times n is 12n is equal to 24 times 6 is 144. Now we have 12n is equal to 124. Okay. So to find the value of n, divide both sides by 12. So let's cancel here in 12. So the remaining here is n, and 144 divided by 12 is 12. So the missing term here, or the value of n, is 12. So the missing term here is 12. Okay, let's take another example. Okay, let's say then 2n is equal to 25 to 50. Again, we have to find the value of n using the cross product. So we have to write them in fraction form. So we have 10n is equal to 25 over 50. So let's use the cross product. Okay, let's multiply 10 times 50. 10 times 50, okay, is equal to 25 times n. 25 times n. So let's multiply them together. So we have 10 times 50 is 500, and 25 times n is 25 n. Now to find the value of n, divide both sides by 25. So we have, okay, let's cancel 25 here, so the remaining will be n, and then 50 divided by 25 is 20. Okay, so the value of n is 20. Okay, we have the answer. Okay. Now, again, let's try to identify if these two ratios are proportion or not. So let's say, for example, 3 to 7 is equal to 14 to 6. So again, how will we know if these two ratios are proportion? So again, let's multiply the extreme. Or we can multiply first the means. So let's multiply the means. 7 times 14. 7 times 14 is 98. What about extreme? Let's multiply the extremes. 3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18. So as you can see, the products of the means is 98 and the products of the extreme is 18. So you can see they are not equal. They don't have the same product. Meaning to say 3 to 7 is equal to 4 to 6. 14 to 6 are not proportion. So they are not proportion. They are not equal ratios since they don't have equal product. Let's take another example. Okay, let's say so let's say 3/4 is equal to 6 over 8. So 3/4 is equal to 6 over 8. So again, how will we know if they are proportion or not? So let's use the cross product. Let's multiply the extreme. So the extreme here are 3 and 8. So 3 times 8 is equal to, multiply the means also, 4 times 6. 6 times 4. So let's multiply them. 3 times 8 is 24. As well as 6 times 4 is 24. As you can see, they have equal cross product. So meaning to say 3/4 is equal to 6 to 8. They are proportion since they have equal cross product. Okay, so that's all for today. See you in our next video. Bye.